snake creeps down is a very advanced technique to get correctly, and it requires a lot of extra flexibility and mobility in the hips. But it's also very important to have good flexibility in the calf muscles from your knee down to your ankle, because we also need to have some flexion of the foot to support our weight and balance. This is not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to happen with wishful thinking. It requires a lot of time and practice, and not just doing the form and getting through the movement, but isolating the movement and repeating it, and then doing some added exercises like these. So what we're going to start with is just our first hip opening exercise. Now we're going to do a butterfly stretch. So how to do this is simply bring your feet together, and then you want to pull them in as close as possible to your body, and then press the knees downward. Now, if this is difficult for you, you can start with your hands back and then just try to push one knee down at a time. So I'm trying to bring this knee down to touch the ground. This one's not going to worry too much. I'm going to put my main focus on that hip, and then I'll switch hips. And eventually you want to try to get both hips to do it. And then from there, we want to try to do this from a regular sitting position. Now, the goal is not to be able to hunch forward and do this. The goal is to be able to push your hips into it. So we want to try to keep our back straight and then bring our knees down towards the ground. I can get just as much out of this stretch by keeping my hands on my ankles than I can if I grab my toes and hunch forward. So whatever's comfortable for you here is important. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to stretch out the calf muscle, because when we do this, we need to be able to pull our toes up much higher towards our shins, as well as getting some extra room here to move. Now, this is an easy stretch. We're going to start in a very similar position to doing push-ups, but I'm going to raise my rear end up in the air. And I'm just going to take one heel down at a time and touch it to the ground with a straight leg. Now you should start to feel this along your entire leg, but it should really hit between the knee and the ankle, along the back of the leg. You can try moving the feet forward and touching both heels to the ground and holding this position, but we want to feel it right here, okay? The next thing that we're going to do is a squat with the heels down. Now, this may not be very easy for you, so you want to be able to squat as low as you can without raising this heel up. And you can do this to your own height. So if you can only squat down to here, so be it. However, what I've found is having a little extra hand, having a weight to hold and keep your balance in front of you, will allow you to squat, keeping your heels down, and bring your rear end as low to the ground as possible. So having an extra weight to hold, or having a post or something that doesn't move to aid your balance. Because oftentimes, if we don't have enough flexibility, what happens is we end up rolling back. Now, there's nothing wrong with practicing like that to get the squat down, because it can help you get a little bit lower each time. Just make sure you have a soft surface if you plan on dropping down and then rolling back. Do this many times and it will actually help out on your martial arts side as well. Now, the next thing that we can do is have a slight assist. So I have a cutoff piece of 2x4 or a stud that I can place underneath my heel to help me with this stance. So I'm going to place it under my heel on my back leg, and this will allow me to drop down and get my rear end as low to the ground as possible in the correct position that I want to be. And then I can practice just sinking down on that leg to develop that strength. Okay, so I'm not going to try to do the technique yet, but I'm going to use this to assist and lower myself down. Now, if at any point you feel pain in doing any of these exercises, it means that either your hips are not flexible enough or your calves are not flexible enough. And this could really take a toll on the closest joint. So if your knees hurt or your hips hurt, it means you're pushing yourself too hard. You have to approach this chipping away a little bit at a time. So don't expect a huge result just by doing an exercise and forcing yourself to drop down. You have to put in a little bit of time every day and control it. The slower you move, the more you're going to get out of it, okay? So in the beginning, focus on your flexibility, and then we can focus on the movement. If you can do the squat with the heels down, you can easily move into doing more from your snake creeps down position.